Friday, July the 6th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here with you, and we're going to take a look back at the highs from yesterday. It was a pretty hot day. We had a high of 100 in Charlotte, 101 again in Raleigh, 100 for Elizabeth City, even 98 in Wilmington, 102 down in Columbia, 93 for Asheville. It was a hot day across the region. We also had some pretty active thunderstorms, but right now all is pretty quiet on the radar. Just a few thunderstorms well offshore there, but no big problems at all in terms of showers or storms across the Carolinas this morning. Yesterday, though, what an active day, and it kind of began with a big complex of storms through Michigan and Ohio, but notice this morning there is no such complex of storms up that way. So really it's going to be more dependent on the heating of the day to just fire off some isolated or scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms out there across the region. But look at all the storm reports from yesterday. Just a ton of them. It was a very active day. That complex of storms really exploded in intensity when it got down into West Virginia and Kentucky and then continued racing southward through parts of the Carolinas, Tennessee, and down into Georgia and Alabama. In terms of the heat today, there's your heat advisory area. It includes the Raleigh, Fayetteville, coastal areas. Technically does not include the Charlotte and Greensboro areas. Remember, the heat advisory threshold is a heat index of 105 or higher, and it might be just a little shy of that for the Charlotte and Greensboro, Winston-Salem areas. But it's going to be hot. Heat index easily over 100 in those spots. Now the upper air pattern here, again, we get this ridge temporarily building in again this weekend, but then the big changes occur next week. And it looks like a very unsettled setup, really. What you're going to have happen is cold front will drop on down, and this trough will push some cooler air into the eastern part of the country, and this little trough back in around the Tennessee Valley and the Mississippi Valley means we are in the unsettled part of this setup with good daily shower and thunderstorm chances. Here's how this kind of plays out for us. Cold front drops in, and I think Monday and Tuesday we begin to see very good chances for showers and storms, and the cooler air will settle in as well. So we're probably looking at upper 70s and lower 80s for highs the middle part of next week in many spots with good daily shower and thunderstorm chances. But today it's more heat on the way, just some thin high clouds at the moment, and temperatures running in the 60s and 70s, even some 80s right now. Right along the coast this morning. Our dew point temperatures up there in the 60s and 70s, so it's a pretty muggy start to the day as well. Slightly drier air up there in Boone with a dew point of 54. So today, Stormcast really not picking up on much activity. I think it's a little bit underdone. I do think we'll see some afternoon thunderstorm activity firing up, but it probably won't be as organized or as extensive as what we had in parts of the region yesterday. So, hot day. A lot of upper 90s, some 100-degree readings today, and same deal tomorrow. A lot of us close to the 100-degree mark for highs on Saturday and Sunday. Heat index values getting up over 105 at times. Speaking of heat index, this is what Stormcast does with your heat index values tomorrow afternoon and then on Sunday afternoon. It's going to be a hot weekend and a humid weekend, but again, we're going to have a pattern change with much cooler and very unsettled weather for much of next work week. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.